All right, in this amazing video, we are going to talk about something that we all struggle with at times, especially as women, and that is identity. And not feeling good in your own skin and not really knowing who you are. But we are going to turn that around because not only am I going to remind you who you are, I'm going to give you the strategy so you know how to move forward, not just in 2026, but for the rest of your life. See you in this episode. Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Happy New Year, Queens! We did it. It's 2026. We are here. We are here. And I'm so thankful to God that you're showing up for you. Thank you, God. Thank you so much for showing up. And I'm proud of you. I'm really, really proud of you for showing up. And it means the world to me. And this channel is growing, and it's growing because of you. It's growing for women that know that for one thing, that because of God. And that you know that you're in a place where you're being supported, seen, heard, loved, respected, giving tips and tricks and strategy of how to have the best life that God wants for you. Because I see you. I see you. And I know what you're feeling. And I know what you need. I'm a woman too. You know I know. And I'm hoping, and we are hoping, that we are providing you with what you need. And I'm just so grateful. The channel is growing, very grateful. And it's because of you and because of God. So I just want to say thank you for that. And 2026 is amazing. And already so fast, right? Time's going fast, but we're going to make the best out of it no matter what. And I just want to say it's been wonderful. So we're going to keep going strong. Thanks. So in this episode, well, first of all, y'all, it's episode 18. 18. Whoa. Episode 18. That means we are going strong. That means we're going. We're being consistent. Remember something. One way that we could start to hold true to ourselves and be consistent with ourselves, and we have to keep our word to ourselves. That's something I'm going to dive into in this episode, but that ties in a very big way with the topic of this episode, which is identity. Identity. And now the definition, I went to Google, and the definition for identity is the fact of being who or what a person or thing is. Now, being that we are beautiful, powerful women, sometimes our identity, we get confused on who we are and what we're here to do and the purpose that God has for us. This is why, again, the episodes are structured in a way where it is dealing with mind, body, and soul, all of it, no matter where you go in this world. Mind, body, and soul. And why is because this is your mind, body, and soul that you take with you in all aspects of this life that God wants for you. Okay? So therefore, identity is so important. So important. Excuse me. And if you notice, the reason how the episode is structured and how the topics that I choose for it is because I understand what you're going through. I understand how you feel. I know, right? That's why episode 17, right before this, comfortable in your skin. That's why that episode came before identity, because I have to ask you, how do you feel in your skin? How do you feel in your skin? What do you see when you look at you? Why do you think the way you do when you see you? And why are your thoughts? Why is the language to yourself? Why is the communication with yourself? All of it. Why do you think and feel and believe the way you do about you? Why? Right? And I ask such a heavy question because who you are is heavy, Queen. You are heavy, which means you are powerful. And if you don't know your identity, it's going to be very hard to be who God really has you, who you really are, right? So that's why I'm like, you have to be comfortable in your skin. You got to be comfortable in your own skin. And this is why I went down, and I'm going to go deep. I'm going to get down to it. I'm going to talk about the racism and the colorism that exists against Black people, against our people. I'm going to talk about that, in particular, dark-skinned Black women. And I can even go deeper than that. But God knows best. And this is why the content we have is strategized the way that is. So which means this is why I'm going to talk about comfortable in your skin, because I know the racism and the bigotry and the hatred for Black people at times, our people. I understand. And the darker, I know. Oh, I know. And I want to talk about how we can change that. Okay? Because it starts with you knowing your true identity. Identity. Who you really are. And who you really are, Queen, is you are a person, you were a being, you were someone created by the Creator. You were created from greatness. You were created from God, like all of us. So that alone shows that you are powerful yourself. Despite the evil things that you've been told, and I know I stress that a lot in most of the episodes, but it's important because everywhere you go, you will see media, the actual news channels, social media, your own family, your jobs, relationships. Remember, everything's based off of relationships. Those will that will change your true identity, that will disturb your true identity. If you were born into a world where you were told you were not beautiful, you were not special, you're not strong, it's going to be very hard for you to see yourself the way God truly sees you, the way you truly are, the way God made you. Sees you is one thing, but God's like, no, you truly are this. And to the comments, I got a lot of comments on comfortable in your own skin. And I love the feedback. Please continue to comment, tell me how you feel, because I love to know that it's resonating with you. And one of the comments was, where have you been when I was growing up? Broke my heart. Oh man, where were you when I was growing up? I was told I was ugly. I was told I'm not enough. And let me tell you, Queen, whoever said that about you, they're liars. Liars. Anyone that is telling you negativity about you and the way God created you, listen, I said love from a distance. And the way I am as a person, if you come to me with negativity, if you come to me about things that are not going to bring me closer to God, which is being kind and being supportive and loving, I don't want you in my life. I don't want hatred in my life. I don't want someone that looks down on God's creation and then puts themselves above others because of anything, let alone skin color. I'm not dealing with that. And so for you, I recommend that I will not to do this. You're a grown woman, you're a queen. And if you're not a grown woman, whatever stage you are, to all the women who have experienced this, it's very important to build yourself up to know who you are. And I'm telling you who you are. And if you're a child experience it is something that it just truly breaks my heart. Prayer with God is so important. Relationship with God is so important. I know sometimes just I'm going through this. Where is he? He is there. Trust me. We are all tested. We are all going through trials. And yes, some people have their trials that are worse. That is true. My dad, in fact, had one of the worst that I've seen, having cerebral palsy. From the moment he was born to the moment he passed, I've told the story about my dad, and I will continue to because that's my hero. And I do believe that God puts more on those that he knows that can handle it. And he does say that. And my dad did tell me when we were all in heaven before, it was the mature souls that chose to have a difficult trial, a difficult life. We chose our bodies before we came. So my dad and that was such a story, a great story he told me as a child. And I was like, okay, wow, Dad. It's like, wow, you are such a hero. We chose this. My dad, not to that level, but I know I'm going to another level with this. But the point I'm saying is that when God puts the toughest battles on those that are warriors. So that's what I'm saying. But it does not mean that you should take disrespect. It does not mean you should be being harassed. It does not mean you should take evil. That doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean this is what God put on me. No, there's a difference. There's a difference. There's a difference in you don't let anyone step all over you. You don't let anyone disrespect you. You don't let anyone tell you about who you are. And this is why going back to identity is so important. So again, for those that were told they were not beautiful, you're not enough, you are more than enough. You are worth more than gold. You were special. You were beautiful. You were created from God. There is no way in the world you can't be special. There's no way. There's no way. That is only the devil telling you that. And that's what the devil will do. And this is why one of the other episodes I spoke about your language to yourself and your thoughts and where that comes from, because truly it comes from the enemy, because he wants to stop you from knowing who you are. So if I make you believe that you're not special, that you're not beautiful, you're going to believe it. You're going to believe that I'm not special. You're going to believe I'm not wonderful. You're going to believe everyone else is better than me. You're going to believe those things. And none of it is true. It's not. It's not. But again, if you've been given that negative psychology and that negative mindset to believe that you are nothing, you won't amount to anything, all of that, if that's what you were born or raised with, I understand the insecurities, but that can change. That can change. That can 100% change. And this is why it's up to you. It is up to you to know who you truly are. Don't forget who you are. Don't ever forget who you are. And if you do forget who you are, this is why I'm here to remind you. So that's why, and I love to do it. So identity, remember, identity is to know. Remember, identity is to know who. Identity is the fact of being. Who or what a person or thing is the fact of being. Being who? Being. Being is so important. You who you really are being. God made you. You are special. Don't allow anyone to take your light away. Anyone. No one. No one. So I want to ask you, how does that make you feel? How does just knowing, really process, let's just really process as far as first that, wow, God created me. It's an honor that he made me and that you're special. Like, I want you to process that because it's true. And sometimes life gets so busy that we don't stand still enough to focus on the Creator, on God, and how amazing he is. And words can't even describe how God is, right? We could try, but that he made us for a reason. And you just process that like, wow, God really has a purpose for me. God really created me in his image, which is wonderful, okay? Which is beautiful, right? God really put me here at this time on earth for a reason. Yes, he did. No mistakes. No mistakes. So that alone, process that. But now I want to ask you a question. How do you feel about who you really are? How do you feel about knowing that you are wonderful and special? How do you feel about that? And then how do you feel up until in your life not feeling amazing, not feeling powerful, not feeling beautiful, not feeling special? How did that make you feel? So when you have those two moments, when you have those two questions that I'm posing, that I want you to process, I want you to see how they both conflict with one another. And why they conflict with one another and why they don't align with one another is because one is a fact and one is fiction. The truth is, God created you and you're amazing, special. The lie is that you're not enough, you're not special, you're not beautiful, you will never amount to anything. Oh, in addition, if you're black and you're dark skinned, yeah, you're definitely nothing. Two opposing sides. We're going with the one that's the truth. And the facts are that you are specially made, okay? And the fact of being, those are the facts. What more facts do we need? You exist. You exist. Life. Look at the earth. Look at the fact that there are other people, there are other, just life itself. You look at a garden, anything, the sun on your face, all of God created that. And he created that for you. He created so mankind, we could connect with each other, we could praise God most importantly, and we could make the world a better place. Because the whole skin color, my skin is better than yours, white is better than the black, that's all the enemy. That's all the devil, tricking us to believe that we are not special. And if the devil knows, if I can get you off of your path of knowing that you are wonderfully made, if I can trick you in here first, I got to get your thoughts. I got to make you believe, yeah, your family's right, you are too dark. Your family's right, you're huge. Yeah, you will never amount to anything. I have to trick you. Things will never get better for you. It's always going to be like this. Where does that come from? If he can get you in here, he's got you in here. Because remember, if we listen to this, because this is the driving force. Always remember, the heart is the driver, not the brain. The heart drives. So if we listen to this, this is going to affect this. And negativity is driving our heart. And that's not God's plan. It's not his plan for you, Queen. So identity, the fact of being, knowing who you are. So what I want you to do from this moment on is, number one, I want you to completely start a reset. I want you to have a refresh of all the negative things that have happened up until this point. I want you, and you need to, hit the reset button. We're saying, I'm no longer going to accept any negativity from the outside or the inside. And the outside is what? Any negativity that you see in the outside world, and any negativity, the whispers that happen, the mindset, the imposter syndrome, you're not going to accept that from yourself either. The outside world and the internal world. Remember, there are two worlds, the outer world and the inner world. But if you can't control the inner world, the outside world is going to have full control. And that's not how it's supposed to be. So hit the reset button. Hit the reset button. Start fresh. It's 2026. That's wonderful. Remember, we don't worry about dates. We start right now. Okay? And you can do it no matter what time of the day you're watching this. No matter where in the world you're watching this. It's a wonderful thing. It was meant for you to see it. Hit the refresh button. I am no longer going to accept any negativity from the outside or the inside. That's number one. Number two, I want you to write down 3 things you love about you. And I know I've said that before, but I want you to do it again. I want you to state powerful words, powerful adjectives about yourself. I am powerful. I am beautiful. I am sexy. Whatever it is. I mean, they're all facts. I mean, Queen, listen, the list is so long. Okay, that's the facts about you. I told you before, God made you. So, I mean, the list is really long. But I just want you just to hit with 3 right now. Because, you're going to be up all night and talking about how amazing you are. That's a fact, right? I mean, God made you. So how can the page, you're going to have pages, front and back. It's a fact. God made you. I'm only telling you the truth. I'm not lying. It's the truth. It's the truth. I see quite clearly. And I'm so grateful that I'm a seer. I can see. And I know you see too. It's just that, unfortunately, you've been told a narrative that is not true. And I get it. But we're not doing that anymore. We're not doing it anymore. That is done. That is done. Number 1, I know I keep going, but I can refresh. No more negativity. No more outer and inner. Number 2, I'm just hitting you with 2 things. I want you to make a list of 3 beautiful things about you, powerful words about you. And I want you to say them every day. And I want you to start it with I am. Just like in the other video, I am. The other episode, I am. I am. I am created from God. I am powerful. I am special. Or whatever makes you, fills you up, regenerates, like energize, fuels you. Whatever it is, say it. And even if you don't believe it, I want you to say it and better be positive. You know why? Because you got to start believing the truth about you. You have to start. Because this is your life. You want your story to be filled. This is your book. You're the one writing the story. You have the power of the pen. You have all the power. Don't continue to keep giving your power away. You're like, well, they're right. They are right. No. Give yourself some grace. Give yourself some love. You deserve the best. We all make mistakes. Yesterday, I made all of my prayers on time. I even did extra prayers yesterday on time. Today, the first prayer of the day, I made very late. I missed it. We all make mistakes. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. We were meant to be perfect. God is perfect. And this is understanding your identity. Perfection made you. So God didn't say be perfect. He's saying be excellent. Do your best. See me in everything you do. Identity, being, be it. The fact of being. That's what identity is. The fact of being who you really are, which is a powerful, special, beautiful creation. That's who you are. And if anyone has a problem with who you really are, that is a them problem. That is them. And you shut that down. You ask God to help you. God, please help me in this situation. Help me. Please help me. Don't ever think that God is too busy that he can't help you. That's another thing. Don't ever think. He is the multitasker, okay? Okay. When he said he created the universe in 7 days, was 6 days, and he rested on the seventh, that's not because he was tired. That's just to tell us we need to rest. God doesn't need to rest. He don't need to rest. We need to rest. We're tired. We're tired. Not him. So if that's the case, don't allow that. Stop allowing negativity in your life. Stop. Because that affects your identity. That affects the being, your being who you truly are, because then you're being something that you're not. And even though if your life started out that way, don't be what other people told you you were. That is a contradiction to who you are. And you are not a walking contradiction. This is why we have to set the reset button. Because that has to go. We have to let that go and we have to move forward. We have to. There's a lot of heartbreak. We got to move forward. A lot of pain. We got to move forward. Turn that pain into a message. Turn that pain into prosperity. Turn that pain into you being the best who God created you to be. Being, identity, who you truly are. Do you really think I would talk with this passion, this intensity off of a lie? You think God is not going to get me for that? Yes, he is. He's like, oh, so you want to pour into women and you want to tell them things that's not true? He's like, oh, I got something for you. No, I don't want that smoke. Not from the Almighty. Oh, no, sir. No, ma'am. Being queen. I'm telling you the truth. And it's about time you be honest with you. And the honesty is, I'm not going to allow this to continue anymore. I'm done with that. Understanding you make mistakes. I told you before, I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. I'm not meant to be perfect. Neither are you. The perfection, the praise goes to God, but we are meant to be excellent. So be excellent, queen. Be excellent. Identity. Remember who you are so that you can be comfortable in your skin. Whether you in sweats, a dress, whether you in Dollar Tree or Louis Vuitton, wherever, don't let that change you. You don't allow your identity to be shaped by other people because they don't care. If anyone's giving you negativity, clearly they don't care about you. That's a fact, right? So they're doing that because they know that you are powerful. And if you tap into who you really are, you are going to be powerful. You can't be controlled. You are going to have a firm grip on your life. You're like, no, God is the one running this, not you, not creation, not them, right? That's why I said, if you were experiencing something where someone's bringing you negativity, if you're in a situation where someone is disrespecting you and you have to remove yourself from it, even it could be at work, wherever it is, what you have to do is always ask God for help. Don't ever think, like I said, that he's too busy. Try your hardest not to forget him and just say, God, please help me. Always. That can be that simple. God, just please help me. Help me in this situation. Please help me get out of this. Please give me the right words. Please have them stop. Please, whatever it is you need, ask him. He's there. And then after that, ask for 500 more things. Why not? Who else are you supposed to be asking for things for? It's him up here. I have such a long list. You know how many times I'm like, oh my God, after I'll pray, I'm like, oh my God, I forgot to ask for that. I'm going to ask. I'm going to humbly bow my head. God, please, I'm begging. Because you're the only one that can make it happen. We need you. And that's what helps. That's your identity, queen. Please know that your identity. You are powerfully her. That name comes from him because that's your identity. Powerfully her. So you walk into 2026 and you walk in all the other beautiful days of your life with power, I saw this really nice video the other day, and which I do plan to make a video on it because I loved it really a lot. I loved it very much. And the gentleman spoke of how we need to romanticize our life. Romanticize it, make it beautiful, make it loving, make it sultry, make it sexy. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, girl. No judgment. Respectfully. I'm not saying, you know what I'm saying. But and I thought that was great. Romanticize your life. What does that mean? What that means is make your life beautiful. Make it wonderful. That's what it means. Make it beautiful. Make it special. Why are you downplaying yourself? Right? You see a lot of women, they talk about, what is it? I want to be feminine. What is it? Soft and feminine. Oh, I forget what it is. And that craving, like, I want to be feminine. I want to be soft. You see, it's a lot of that is coming out. I forget what it is. Soft, feminine. When I think of it again, I'll say it. But the purpose is that beautiful, luxurious, loving you, wanting the best is something you should want, because it's your birthright to have the best, because you were created from the best and you are the best. And so is that person, and that person, and that person, and that person. We all are. The collective was more powerful together, but we were all individually beautiful as long as we're doing right by God, which means you were giving love. But if you're doing the other, if others are doing the other, then they on the other side. They need to stay over there. We are talking about those that really want to make the world a better place. Okay? That's you. Identity. You want to live a wonderful, luxurious life, you should have it. You see a lot of people, I saw someone else mention, they were like, I no longer want to see videos of people on the struggle bus. I don't want to see that anymore. Not in 2026. I want to see people that are doing great, that are doing wonderful. That's what I want to see, because that's the world I want to have. And that is great. Yes. You should see that too. You should want that too. Because that's a part of your world. What we see, remember, we have to guard our eyes. We have to guard our ears. We have to guard that, because that affects this. So if we keep going on the negativity route, that will change our natural being, our identity. And there is a war with identity. It is. Because the devil knows, I have to trick you into believing that you are not who you are. I have to do that. Because if you know who you are, you're going to make his job hard. He doesn't want that. That's a fact. He's trying to prove to God that mankind is not worthy. He's been doing that since day one. It is obvious. For some, it's obvious. I see it clear as day. That's why the attack on Black is the way that it is. I can't allow Black people to know how special they are. I can't allow people that don't have a lot of money are not special. I can't let them know that they have the power. I can't let people know that coming together and putting God first and respecting and love each other is the key to making humanity grow and everyone move as one. I can't let people do that. I can't let people know that. I can't let people that if they just trust in God, things will get better. I can't let them know that. I can't let them know that. I have to create this. I have to keep that narrative going. And this is why you have the power to shut that off. Shut it off. Okay? So you got some homework, but it's good homework. All of it's good homework because it is working on you, Queen. Okay? So remember, number one, we are no longer going to take any negativity from the outer and the inner, outer world, inner world. And number two, write 3 wonderful things that you know you love about yourself, and started with I am. Okay? I am. And I want you to say it out loud. I don't want you to say it like I am in my head. No, I want you to say it out loud. You know why? Because it hits different when the words are said aloud. Just like some prayers that are done, when they're said out loud and we're all saying the same, it hits harder, right? You're like, ooh, I feel that vibration. The heart hits different, right? So this is why I want you to say with your chest, I am special. I am beautiful. I am powerful. Say it with your chest. I am. You know, if you gotta put a little fist in it too. That's cool too. That's how I am. But whatever, I want you to do it. You need to do it. You need to hear it. I want you to do it morning and night. Morning and night. Do it. And if you want to change the words, change it. It doesn't have to be the same words. Remember, this is your life. You can be like, well, Nadira said it has to be. No, I want you to say words that are reminding you of who you are. That's why I'm telling you this. Because we need to recalibrate. We got to go back to the beginning. Because we're forgetting, we're believing the lies. We have to stop believing the lies. No more. You're wonderful, and it's an honor to show up for you. It's an honor to be able to be here. It's an honor for you to listen to this. I thank God so much. I thank my hubby, and I thank you. It is a true honor, and God willing, I will be able to continue to show up for you and be what you need me to be, because I love it. And why not, right? Why not? Somebody's got to do it. And it is it's a beautiful gift to be able to share and remind people, and especially women, how wonderful you really are, how wonderful we really are. So I better do what I got to do. And you got to do what you got to do too, Queen. So as always, remember, you are more than enough. Forever forward. Okay, forever forward. And you are much more powerful than you know, Queen. You are. And just remember, you are powerfully her. See you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye.